Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today we're continuing our video series designed to educate and inform the public, so please subscribe to our channel. I want to talk about the joint custody arrangement. Imagination or vision of most people who call most law offices, the idea of joint custody doesn't make any sense. They've been sort of culturalized to accept the notion that there's a winner and a loser. That I'm going to get custody of my kids and you're going to lose custody of your kids. So the concept of joint custody may seem sort of counterintuitive, may seem to be the kind of thing that you don't really think is the way to go. It may surprise you to learn that a joint handling of the children in one form or another is certainly the preference of the court. I mean, the court is already going to a situation where there should be joint legal custody. The court tends to almost default to that. Absent a strong showing that it shouldn't be, the court is going to give both parties an equal share in the major decisions regarding the children. That's called your legal custody. Now, what about physical custody? Well, the courts would like to see both parents cooperate in the raising of the children. And to the extent that it can be done, the court is definitely going to be in favor of working together in a joint custodial environment. Take the kids to school in a joint situation. Maybe dad does it these days, mom does it these ways. Raise the kids, have the kids spend an equal amount of time with dad as with mom. Maybe not 1 week on, 1 week off, but maybe most of the vacation time with mom and most of the academic time with dad or vice versa. I mean, the court would really like to see this because if the parties could do this, there would be less fighting, there would be less impact on the children, there would be less litigation that the courts have to deal with. Unfortunately, though, a lot of people think that custody is a function of a winner and a loser. And because they have that sort of a polarized view of custody, they don't really think in terms of working with their ex. Not to mention, because it's their ex, there's an attitude there. There's an undertone. I don't need to listen to you anymore. You're my ex-husband. I don't need to take you into account. You're the battle axe wife that I just left. That's wrong. Because while it is true that you're not spouses, you do have to take what they say into account with respect to the children. So therefore, if you're talking about making a joint custodial situation work, you got to lay down your sword as it pertains to beating your ex. You've got to take that notion out of your head that there's going to be a winner and a loser. Instead, there should be a cooperative spirit. You should be trying to work together with your ex so that the children can be raised in a manner that's as seamless as possible as they transition to this new role. Remember, the court doesn't care about you, and the court doesn't care about your ex. You're adults. You figure it out for yourselves. You made your bed, you lie in it. But with respect to the children, the court does care, and it's the feeling of the court, generally speaking, in most cases, it's the advantage of the children that both parents raise the kids. Now, what if one parent's a drug addict or an alcoholic and the other one isn't? Is it still the advantage to be raised by both kids? Probably not. But in that situation, the court will make appropriate rulings. But in a standard situation, the court is going to try to have both parents involved in the custody of the children, and therefore it's appropriate to look at that as you're talking about co-parenting your children in a joint custodial situation. Now, if you have any questions about your case, of course, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out.